Nessa Barrett says Josh Richards was toxic bad energy. I'm Gabby Conti.
I'm Jake Horvitz.
And I'm Rodrigo Verandas, and this is Hollywire's Tea Party.
Nessa Barrett finally explained the meaning behind her song Counting Crimes. As Nessa said, quote, "Counting crimes really is having that bad energy after coming out of a toxic relationship." Nessa dated Josh Richards off and on for about a year and a half, so fans are assuming that this toxic relationship she's talking about is the one with Josh. Nessa Barrett was on the Zach Sang Show where she opened up about the truth behind her new song Counting Crimes. As she told Zach, the song is about, quote, "admitting that you've had your wrongs, but knowing that the other person has done way worse." When Nessa broke up with Josh, she was immediately painted as the bad guy as she left Josh for Josh's best friend, Jaden Hossler, who Nessa is still happily dating. At the time of the split, Josh stressed that he was going to handle this offline and has not thrown any shade towards Nessa. As for now, this is the first time that Nessa is starting to reveal her side of the story. Nessa also confirmed that the song is based off her life, as she added, "everything is from experience," end quote. So there is no lines to read between here. Jake, what do you think about this?
Well, I think that they really tried, Nessa and Josh. They were off and on for a long time. And I think that Nessa wanted Josh to be something that he wasn't. We know who Josh is. He's a very sort of straight shooter guy. He's focused on his business. He's focused on growing his brand. And I just don't think that he was ultimately right for her. And that's why she went to Jaden, but obviously there were some other reasons probably she went to Jaden, at least initially.
Rodrigo, what do you think might be some of this toxic bad energy that Nessa is referring to? And what could have been worse that Josh did that Nessa did? If that makes sense, you know?
I just feel that this whole situation is like beating down a dead horse. You know what I mean? We have moved on from this. We are like looking somewhere else right now, and she's making a circle back to Josh. And I just don't really see him being like an awful, toxic person. Like, of course, no one is perfect. Of course, we all make mistakes. But I particularly don't see him being just like this awful human, like with he's been the worst experience of her life. And I just feel that it's a way of deviating of what actually was there, which like she has been put in these kind of situations multiple times of like these kind of breakups. Yeah. So I'm like, why don't you just let it be? Let us forget. So because I don't know if she's trying to get momentum for her music. I just think it's more of a PR move than actual like trying to bring truth to stories and like, oh no, this is, because if something really happened, she already would say it and be like, actually A, B, C, D, E happened.
Yeah, I think we know what Nessa's playing here. She's trying to drag Josh's name because she wants to get a few more clicks on that song of hers. I think it maybe was a little disappointing, her streaming totals. She's no Bella Poarch.
Oh yeah, okay, interesting. Thanks, Jake. What do you guys think about Nessa's interview and calling Josh toxic? What do you think Josh might have done that is more toxic than Nessa leaving Josh for his best friend? I'm Gabby Conti.
Child.
I'm Jake Horvitz.
And I'm Rodrigo Verandas, and follow us at Hollywire for 24/7 celebrity news.